Can I see the phone bill, please? This tale was handed down from generation to generation, so some packets might have been lost along the way. Once upon a time, there was a certain phone company that had a lab that allowed them to research all sorts technologies to modernize American telecom in the 20th century, and their logo resemblance to the Death Star remains entirely coincidental to this day. Nobody knows what the new accountant was thinking, but maybe trying to make a name for herself in notoriety? After finding the managers and getting a feel for the business ops, she asks the fateful words, "Can I see the phone bill, please?" Imagine, if you will, how big the phone bill is for the phone company. Hold that thought. The MC team, management plus techs, instantly knowing where the end result would lead, gave her an out. Can your office support the weight of a forklift? $ACCT, wha? What does that have anything to do with this? I want to see the bills. MC team, can your office support the weight of a forklift? $ACCT, it's Office 3F checks building specs. $MC, as you wish. The next set of bills were delivered just as she requested by way of mechanized infantry support. Now imagine an office the size of a few square meters crammed full of stacked bankers' boxes with all the bills for circuits, phone lines, fax lines, PRIs, T1s, ISDNs, and more. Needless to say, no further review of the bills was ever needed by her ever again. Literal payback? A lifetime ago, I spent my junior year of college abroad in Germany. Dorms there are very different compared to American ones. Some are apartment style and you can have roommates who are a different gender than you. There's even often a bar located somewhere within your dorm facility and would be operated by students, perhaps once a week. And thus I attended Bar Abend with enthusiasm. The alcohol always increased my fluency, and drinks were so much less expensive than at a regular bar. What can I say? I like to embrace the local culture. My year in Germany was the best of my life. It was an amazing adventure, and I'm very thankful for my time there. The only negative experiences I had that year, the snake in the garden so to speak, involved one of my roommates. Throughout the year, she made sure I knew how unwelcome I was. Things do not get better with her being rude to me throughout the year. During my last month, she told me several times that I owed money for the phone and I needed to pay it before I left. Each time I assured her I would pay, just as I had paid on time all year. As I was in my final few days of packing up my life in Germany, I understandably had a lot of loose ends to tie up. I had to make the final decisions about what to do with everything I'd accumulated in my room. In Germany, at least at the time, cash was still very commonly used. Only, much of your cash is actually coins. So, it gets heavy carrying around a massive amount of coins. I just put my 1 and 2 penny pieces into a jar, since that helped to lighten my load. Fast forward to my last day in Germany. I'm going through my wallet and looking at the most recent reminder note my roommate had given about the phone money owed. Then, I spy my large $1 jar of German 1 and 2 cent pieces. I imagine you can see where this is going. Zwei Fliegen mit einer Klappschlägen. I impressively had enough coins to cover the full amount needed, and also literally covered the countertops and kitchen table with the money. It's honestly the most thought out, shitty thing I think I've ever done. I normally retreat from any conflict, and luckily met a ton of great people with whom I shared my time that year and was rarely in the apartment except to sleep. I was alone in the apartment making my very last cleanup there, and wanted her to know I had provided the amount in full. I wrote out a note, saying, "As promised, here is my portion of the phone bill. I trust you will find every penny." Report as phishing. If you are unaware, phishing is using dubious links online that can steal data, allow shady people access to networks, and other nefarious internet deeds. The IT department where I work sends us phishing tests, and if anyone is tricked into clicking the link, they have to go through the online training that we've all already done. My boss has had to do it multiple times, which is a bit funny and also a bit damning of the training. However, the IT department sends these tests using their official, unaltered email address, so even if you check diligently who the email is from, hover over the link to see where it goes, and check the calendar. They've used events on the calendar to target certain individuals with incredibly specific and sensitive information. You could rightfully think the email is safe. Well, I got one that was obviously from them that I thought was a test. Copied the link rather than clicking it, and I still got flagged by the system. I found this annoying, and honestly I think it potentially makes people worse at spotting actual phishing attempts. Now I just report every email I get from IT as phishing.